Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Beauty by Nisha. If you're new here, my name is Nisha, and for today's video, I'm actually going to be showing you guys how I tame my eyebrows as well as get rid of the peach fuzz that's on my face, like here on my cheeks and stuff. So as a South Asian woman, I do have, and I'm not saying that only South Asian women have this, but I know a lot of South Asian women can relate to this, where you have peach fuzz and you just have more brow than, the average person sometimes. Like, it just is what it is. And personally, because I just prefer to do it myself instead of always trying to find time to be able to like go and get it done professionally by somebody, and then just like also just like it's just saving the cost when I kind of learned a way to do it myself that works for me, and I can do it anytime. I don't have to wait, to go pay to get it done, to get an appointment in, like especially like during, this pandemic, like with COVID and stuff like that. Like if I wasn't able to get it done, like I don't even know where I would be right now, like what I would look like. So for me, I'm glad that I do this myself. It's something that, saves me time from having to go and get it done professionally. During a pandemic, it doesn't matter. Like I still got like my brows are still like pretty much tamed, and then there's no peach fuzz on my face. Like I'm good. And it just works. That's the nice thing about this video is I'm not going to be doing like my makeup and my hair and stuff. Like, who really cares about my makeup and hair right now? This is like the time that I would actually be doing this, is like first thing, like, in the morning, like after I shower, like before I do my skincare, I'm going to go and do this. So I'm actually doing it as like my regular routine. I'm not like making any changes and like, here, let me put on some makeup, because like it's kind of pointless. Also, I really find that when I do get rid of like my peach fuzz and stuff, like it's like a very nice like exfoliation for my skin, and my skin feels so nice after. So, and then I do my skincare and it takes away some of the redness and hydrates, and we're good. So first, like I'm just gonna go over like the tools and stuff that I use. I have like this little like Sephora like kit that has like nail clippers. It's a hot mess right now, but it has like nail clippers and stuff in it. I don't use that stuff obviously for my brows. I have a pair of tweezers. These are just like whatever type of tweezers. They're not like super crazy or anything like that. They have a little bit of a sharper edge. These ones work the best for me. Sometimes I think like it took me like a little bit to find the right tweezers for myself, the ones that actually worked for my hair, as well as like it was easy enough for me to use. I think like you might have to try out a few different tweezers to find the right ones, because there's so many different types of like tweezers in terms of like shape and how they work and stuff like that. So you'll find the right ones. You might have to go through a couple to find it though. And then we have a little like, what is this, like a spool? I don't know, it's like for your lashes or your eyebrows, whatever. I use this to brush my eyebrows, because when I'm gonna like, make them not as long, I'm gonna brush it up, as well as it just makes it easier so I can see like what they look like, when they're finished. And then that being said, you're also gonna need little scissors. Just use little scissors, and then I use a straight edge razor. I buy my razors usually either on Amazon right now, or if I would be in like Vancouver, Richmond area, I would go to Daiso, because it's like $2 for like a 3-pack, and I like I stocked up last time I was in Vancouver last year, because I knew that after having a baby, I probably wasn't going to be making any trips over there anytime soon. So I bought a whole bunch of these. These last pretty long. Like I only like do this to my face probably every 3 to 4 weeks, so once a month. I don't actually have to do it like every couple of weeks or anything like that. So like for me, these last quite a while. You can sterilize them, use like rubbing alcohol, and just sterilize them if you need to. Like it's just a preference, but I would say it's probably a good idea to, you could do it like after every use too, to make sure that, you're not risking any type of infection or breakout or anything like that. So just make sure you do that. But these I get from Daiso. You can get on Amazon. straight edge razors. You don't think that they're sharp, but they are actually pretty sharp, so you want to be pretty careful. I always keep my guard on when I'm not using it. So let's get into it and let's just like get it in. Okay, so first things first, I actually go in and I tame those eyebrows. So they're really not as bad as they probably could be, but I don't usually even let my face get to like this point that it's at right now, which really isn't that bad, but I did it for you guys to show you this video, so just saying. So I use like a mirror like this. So it has like two sides to it. Has like one that's like a regular side, and then it has like a zoomed in side, and I use the zoomed in side obviously for plucking my eyebrows as well as like going over my face and stuff like that, because then I can see better. This I actually got at Costco, but I did get it as a Christmas gift like a few years ago, but they've had things similar. It does light up. I don't have it plugged in right now, but this actually lights up as LED, so it's very nice to use as like a vanity mirror. I like how big it is. It's hard to find mirrors like this that are this big, but it's pretty lightweight, so, but Costco. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pluck. I usually start from like the outside and go in. I find because the outside is very sensitive, so like in here and stuff, because the skin is a lot thinner, so I go and I do that first, because then my eye waters and does its own thing, and then once I get in further, it doesn't like hurt as bad, and it's like doesn't feel like anything anymore. Some people like grow like a tolerance for it, when like kudos to them. I have over time. I don't like get, my eyes don't water as much and for as long anymore, but they still water. Like when I start off, I usually go for like the really thick hairs that I can see, because they're the easiest ones to pull. So I start with the easy stuff and then I work into the hard stuff. Okay, so I've done like the outside. It's a little red, but I have a ton of like really thin hair, so you can't really see them anyway, so I'm totally okay with like leaving them. So you'd have to get pretty up close and personal to my eye to see these really thin hairs that are in there, so no one's really going to be getting that close and personal besides my kid and my husband. Let's be real here. So yeah, and like I do like go in here and get some of those hairs, but it's like a lot of the ones in here I find like right underneath are fairly thin, and then if I brush, they're like not real, they go away. And then I'll go in here and I'll grab some of these ones too, but I'm just gonna do that right now because it's like super sensitive in here, I find. It really wasn't that bad in there. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to do the other side, but I'm going to do it off camera. Okay, so the brows are plucked. We're good, but we're going to do the upper part of the brow. This, I do it like in a weird way, and like even same with like my unibrow. I don't know why I do it like this, but this is just what works for me. I take my straight edge razor and I just go like right along to like get them nice and short. And like I find that I have like some that are like thick, and then I'll go in and I'll pluck those hairs out. And then I just do a little bit here too, because it's like really thin hairs there. Honestly, they're not a big deal. I don't need to like pluck them out. And then whatever's left, I'll just like go through like a thick hair here that I can get. And then I have like a few like thick ones right in here, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna okay, and then for my like middle, like between my brows here, I just take the straight razor and I just go through. Because the hair there is pretty thin for me, personally. And then if there's any thick ones, I just go through and I pluck them out. Sometimes I get like this really like thick hair on my chin. I'm just like pluck it out. Otherwise, the hair on my chin is pretty thin and not noticeable, but sometimes I get like this really like thick one. Okay, and then with the straight edge razor, I'm actually gonna go over here with it as well. These are like really sharp, so I go really lightly. You don't need to press down very much, like just be very careful. Okay, and then we're gonna finish off the brow. So I'm gonna take my little like spoolie thing here and the scissors, and then I'm gonna brush it up like this, and I'm just gonna go and like trim the edges. I don't go too far down because you don't want to, because then it kind of looks funny. So just go and like just do a little bit. It's like if you were cutting your hair kind of thing. Like you'll see like some are not that long, and I'll just go through and just cut the ones that are really long. Because the way my brows are, it's already gonna like blend in nicely together. So sometimes when I have a really long one, sometimes it like sticks out more. So I like to go through and just cut the ones that are maybe like a little too long, because even if they don't stick up, they come down too much, and I just don't really like it that much. So just go through and trim them a little bit. And then I'm gonna like brush it to see, like make sure it's like the length that I want, it looks the way I want it to. Go. And then sometimes like what I'll do is like this inner part here that's pretty long, so I just like go and just like even it out so it's like more even and goes up more like butter, like so it doesn't like look like a hot mess. Okay, so there's brows and upper lip as well as my little like unibrow section, and I'm just gonna go in and show you guys how I get rid of the peach fuzz that's on my cheeks here. Okay, so I'm still gonna be using my straight razor, and I'm gonna be using the zoomed in part of my mirror because I want to make sure that I see everything and I don't miss any patches, because like you don't want that. So I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna show you guys. And if you do have like any like acne or anything, just be very, very gentle, or just don't even bother doing that area right now if you can, just because you don't want to risk, cutting yourself. It's not pleasant, and it really, really hurts with these razors. So I'm just very, very lightly going downwards. Don't go upwards, sideways, go straight down, very, very lightly. You don't want to go too hard because you will cut yourself, and it is very, very painful. I have done it before. It only took me one time to do it, and I never did it again. I was always very, very careful. Like, you can go all the way down into here. I personally just don't. I don't feel like I need to, because the hair there is like really, really thin. And then I'm just gonna do the other side, but I'm gonna do it off camera so you can't see anyway. Okay, and there you have it. I have done my brows. I've gotten rid of the peach fuzz. I'll show a little like before and after photo. And like my skin is like so smooth, like my cheeks and everything, so smooth. It feels so good. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna wash my face. I'm gonna do my skincare now, and I'm gonna be good to go for like maybe like probably another like 3 to 4 weeks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this will help you during this pandemic if you are choosing not to go and get your brows and stuff done, or you just don't have the time, desperate times, desperate measures. Hopefully this video will help you feel comfortable doing it yourself at home, at least temporarily, during this time anyway. Stay safe, stay home if you can. We're all in this together. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as well as turn on that notification bell and get notified when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye for now.